When was the last time you truly checked on your car? I don't mean just glancing at the gas gauge or noticing that the check engine light has been on for, the last 6 months. I mean really checked on it. Many people treat their cars like a magical appliance. You push a button, it goes. And you don't think about how it works until it suddenly doesn't. Your car is not a magical box. It's a complex machine with thousands of moving parts. It is constantly trying to communicate with you. Those little squeaks, the weird vibrations, the drips on your driveway. Those are your car's way of begging for attention. Ignoring these small signals is a huge mistake. You might think you're saving time by not popping the hood or saving money by putting off a minor check. In reality, you're doing the opposite. Small problems left alone turn into massive, expensive breakdowns. A $5 bottle of fluid today could prevent a $2,000 repair bill next month. This video is your guide to basic car care. Simple checks you can do right now. You wouldn't ignore a toothache until it's too late. Your car deserves the same proactive care. Many checks take only a few minutes. You don't need a garage full of tools, just knowledge and willingness to look. We'll cover essentials, fluids that keep things running smoothly, and parts that keep you safely on the road. We'll show DIY tasks and when to see a pro. So, let's get started. Pop the hood and listen. It's more important than you think. Let's begin with the single most important safety system in your entire vehicle, the brakes. Your car's powerful engine and fancy infotainment screen are useless if you can't stop. The ability to slow down and stop safely and predictably is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Pay close attention to any signs your brakes aren't at 100%. Failing brakes almost always give warning signs long before they fail completely. Know what to listen for and what to feel for while driving. The most common sign is an audible one, a high-pitched squeal or a screech when you press the brake pedal. That noise often comes from a small metal tab called a wear indicator built into the brake pads. When the pads wear low, the tab touches the rotor and makes that awful sound. Another sound to watch for is grinding, usually meaning pads are worn away and metal is grinding on metal. That requires immediate attention to avoid destroying more expensive parts. A soft, spongy pedal or one that sinks at a stop can mean a leak or air in the system. Both reduce stopping power. If the car pulls left or right, it could be a stuck caliper or a collapsed hose. Get an inspection immediately. You can do a basic visual check. With the car parked, look through the wheel spokes at the pads and rotor. If the pad friction material looks extremely thin, less than a quarter inch, it's time to replace them. Also inspect the rotor surface. It should be smooth. If you see deep grooves or scoring, the rotors likely need replacement too. Do not delay brake service. A minor issue can escalate into total brake loss, a risk you should never ever take. If the brakes are your car's most important safety feature, then engine oil is its most critical life-sustaining fluid. Think of it as the blood of your engine. It circulates, lubricates, reduces friction, and carries away heat. Without clean oil at the proper level, your engine would quickly overheat. Its internal components would grind against each other, and it would seize up into a useless, multi-thousand-dollar chunk of metal. This is why checking your oil is one of the easiest and most important things you can do. Park on a level surface and turn off the engine. Wait 5 to 10 minutes for the oil to drain back into the pan. Pop the hood and locate the dipstick, usually a yellow or orange handle with an oil can symbol. Pull the dipstick out, wipe it clean, fully reinsert it, then pull it out again and check the tip. Look for the MN and max, or ADD and full marks. The oil should sit between those marks. If it's at or below min, add oil immediately. Fresh oil is translucent amber or light brown. It will darken over time, that's normal. If it's extremely black, thick, and sludgy, or you see tiny metal particles, it's overdue for a change. If the oil looks milky or foamy, that could mean coolant is leaking into the engine. See a mechanic right away. Your owner's manual is the best guide for change intervals. Older advice was every 3,000 miles. Modern cars and synthetic oils often go 5,000, 7,500, or even 10,000 miles. Change more often for harsh conditions like stop and go, extreme heat, or towing. An oil change is one of the cheapest preventive services. Regular fresh oil is the #1 way to maximize engine lifespan. Have you ever tried to turn the steering wheel of a car when the engine is off? It's incredibly difficult, requiring a surprising amount of muscle. The system that makes steering feel light and effortless is the power steering system. It relies on a special hydraulic fluid. This fluid is often overlooked. Low or old fluid can lead to stiff steering, strange noises, and expensive damage to the pump or rack. The first sign is often a noise, a distinct whining or groaning when you turn, louder at low speeds. The pump struggles because it's low on fluid and is sucking in air. With the engine off, locate the power steering reservoir, usually near the belts at the front of the engine. The cap often has a steering wheel symbol or power steering fluid. Some reservoirs are translucent so you can read the level between min and max. Others use a dipstick on the cap. Wipe, reinsert, and check the level. If the fluid is low, add more, but use the exact type specified for your vehicle. Don't substitute the wrong fluid like automatic transmission fluid. Wrong fluid can damage seals and internal components. Your owner's manual tells you what to buy. It should be clear or reddish. If it's dark brown or black or smells burnt, it's old and contaminated. Have a mechanic flush the system and replace with fresh fluid to protect the pump and rack. We've already talked about pads and rotors, but there is another equally critical component, the brake fluid. Brake fluid is a special hydraulic fluid under immense pressure. You push a piston in the master cylinder. The sealed system pressurizes fluid through tubes and hoses to each wheel. It activates the calipers which clamp pads onto rotors to stop the car. Without this fluid, the brake pedal would be useless. Check the brake fluid regularly. The reservoir is in the engine bay, high on the firewall, usually on the driver's side. A small semi-transparent plastic container with a screw cap. Look for min and max lines. Fluid should be near max. If it's at or near min, it could indicate worn pads or a leak. A leak can cause sudden brake failure. New fluid is clear or slightly golden. Over time, it absorbs moisture, lowering the boiling point. Hot braking can boil the fluid, creating vapor bubbles, causing a soft, spongy pedal and loss of braking power. Moisture also causes internal corrosion. Inspect by peering inside. If it's dark, cloudy, or like black coffee, it needs replacing. Have a professional flush the system. Most makers recommend every 2 to 3 years. This simple service keeps your braking system safe and reliable. Now, we need to talk about a fluid that requires a different approach. Automatic transmission fluid, or ATF. The automatic transmission is complex and expensive. It changes gears smoothly, and ATF is its lifeblood. Lubricant, coolant, and hydraulic fluid actuating internal clutches and bands. You might think checking it is a priority, but DIY here can be risky. Many modern cars no longer have a transmission dipstick. Some are sealed for life with no user-serviceable dipstick. Checking level can require a lift, removing a specific plug, and measuring at a precise temperature, not a driveway job. Incorrect level can cause catastrophic damage. Overfilling can foam and overheat. Underfilling causes slip and wear. Using the wrong ATF spec is equally dangerous. Because of these risks, leave the automatic transmission to professionals. Instead, pay attention to how it drives. Are shifts smooth or harsh and jerky? Hesitation or slip? Unusual whining or buzzing? Delay going from park to drive or reverse? Reddish fluid dripping under the car? Don't wait. See a trusted mechanic. A small adjustment now can avoid a $5,000 replacement. Just be careful. Beyond the critical fluids, there is a trio of quick checks you should perform at least once a month. Your tires, your lights, and your battery. Tires are your only contact with the road. They affect handling, braking, and wet safety. Visually inspect all 4 tires. Look for cuts, cracks, and bulges. A bulge signals internal damage and blowout risk. Check pressure when cold. Use a simple gauge. The sticker in the driver's door jamb lists the recommended pressure. The tire sidewall shows maximum, not the target. Underinflation wears tires faster, hurts fuel economy, and can overheat. Overinflation reduces traction and makes for a harsh ride. Finally, check tread depth. Insert a penny head down. If you see the top of Lincoln's head, it's time for new tires. Check low beams, high beams, DRLs, turn signals, brake lights, left, right, center, and reverse lights using a helper or reflective surface. A burned-out bulb is unsafe and can get you a ticket. Most bulbs are cheap and easy to replace. Look at the battery posts for white or greenish-blue corrosion. It can prevent starting. Clean carefully with a wire brush and baking soda, wash. Water. Slow cranking, especially in cold, means get a free test at an auto parts store. Most batteries last 3 to 5 years. Replace proactively, right? So, yeah, keep an eye on that. While fluids are the stars, don't forget the cooling system. Check the translucent coolant reservoir between mean and max when the engine is cold. Never open a hot radiator. Pressurized coolant can erupt and cause severe burns. If low, top off with the correct type from your owner's manual. Inspect the serpentine belt driving the alternator, power steering pump, and AC compressor. Look for cracks, fraying, and glazing. A broken belt can stop your car immediately. Squeeze radiator hoses when cool. They should feel firm, not mushy, spongy, brittle, bulging, or leaking at clamps. Replace before they burst and leave you stranded. 2 easy filters: engine air filter in a black box under hood, and the cabin filter, often behind the glove box. Dust, dirt, and debris clog them. Unclip the engine air box and check the element. If it's black and dirty, replace it. The cabin filter improves the air you breathe and vent airflow. Both are inexpensive DIY. A clogged filter reduces power and hurts fuel economy. Replacing them is easy. So yeah, those little things really matter. We've covered a lot, from the critical fluids that keep your engine alive and the transmission too, to essential safety systems like brakes and tires. It might seem like a lot, but it boils down to one idea. Pay attention to your car. Don't wait for a catastrophic failure or a dashboard full of warning lights. 5 or 10 minutes once a month can save you thousands and prevent being stranded, and keep your family safe. These small checks are an investment in peace of mind. Here is your call to action. Don't just hear this and forget it. This week, set aside a few minutes. Go out to your car, pop the hood, just look around. You don't have to fix anything right away. Just look. Check the oil dipstick. Look at the brake fluid. Find the power steering fluid. Give your tires a quick inspection. This simple act of observation is the first and most important step. Make it a habit. Set a recurring reminder. Check car. First Saturday of every month. It's that easy. Know the line between DIY and pro. Fluids, tires, lights, filters. You. Brakes, transmission, complex engine issues. Your trusted mechanic. Build that relationship and ask questions.